I think I just finished my album. It's never done, but it's a choice. I'm Holo. We're currently in Holland in my studio that I share with a bunch of people, and I don't really like studios because I prefer just writing in a house or wherever, or outside, or not in the studio. But I like to finish stuff in the studio. I see it more as a studio is a really social place for me. Being able to make music and be very specific and particular about sounds and like essence of sounds and like details. I think that's the only thing I really have to shine with, which might sound weird because I don't have a lot. I just I can make music. That's kind of the thing I do. I don't have a lot of cool other gimmicks or whatever. I just make music, and an album is the only way to magnify that. I feel I was dropping singles every month, but I did feel like I wasn't able to tell a longer story in depth. Like, I love depth in sound. I love when you play a chord. You can play a chord, or you can play a chord. There's like 1,000 ways to play a chord, and I also felt like that with music in general. Like a single is just a one piece, and an album you can tell a story, and that's what I wanted to do, and the time was right to do that. Now I kind of forced myself to finish it. Like, first I thought I'm going to spend 2 or 3 years on an album because it has to be perfect. But then I was like, I know how I am. After a year, I'm probably going to hate the songs anyway. So let's just make it in half a year and release it. There's also some beauty in kind of just releasing something that has a lot of edges and is not polished and is not as perfect as you imagined it to be. Because maybe there's some beauty in that. Otherwise, I might just polish everything too much. I'll read the keyboard. Oh, it still works. Yes! And I think now the album I'm very nervous to release it, because to me it feels like something I've not heard before, and I don't know how people are going to react to it. But there's also some excitement in that. I wouldn't want to drop an album that I knew everyone would love. What I wanted to do with this album is make something that someone could put on and listen to all the way through, and experiencing some kind of journey through songs. And my favorite thing about music is being able to expose people to new sounds and give them an opportunity to expand their taste. you know? I still remember when I first got a CD from a friend. He once gave me a CD with bands I'd never heard of before, like Sigur Rós, Explosion in the Sky, those kind of bands, and I listened to it, and that changed my life, you know, like the impact of hearing something you've not heard before can be so great if you're open to it, and I hope I can give that to some people. It's not my aim per se, but I kind of hope that people hear some song of me and they think back of the time when they first heard it. I hope for people hear this album and hear this new kind of sound, new sounds combined with sounds they already knew from like my older stuff, and they're like, wow, this is something different and something that excites me again. Like, I don't know if I wrote like it was a way to cope with things for me. It was more so that I got inspired by situations I have been in, definitely revolving around like love and stuff, like for example a song like Worthy, like when someone asks you, do you even need me, and the answer is no, that entire thing made such an impact on me, that situation, that I felt like, oh, that's I want to write something about that. That's Worthy. I think a lot of people these days are struggling with the idea of what is love. Like, no pun intended, but what is? That song kind of ruined saying that. What is love, right? What is love? But the struggle with finding the true meaning of love, and the dissonance between people that think differently about it is a very big subject in this album. On this album. Damn. Yeah.